I'm Chesley McNeil, and this is your Omega Minute. Since the birth of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, its youthful founders envisioned a national assembly of the greatest group of thinking men. And in December of 1919, they realized that dream, holding the first national convention in Boston, a true grand conclave. And while this grand event cemented Omega as a prominent and influential national organization, the journey there was long and uncertain. And what would be the difference from previous conclaves? Stanley Douglas, editor of the first Oracle, penned the answer in his editorial, The Grand Chapter That Was. He wrote the first three conclaves were nothing more than just meetings of Alpha Chapter. The establishment of Beta Chapter brought a mere location change, but these gatherings still consisted of 4 or 5 delegates, alternating between their two schools. The addition of Gamma Chapter expanded her reach, but with a total active fraternity membership numbering less than 50, it had no grand treasury to carry out any major plans. The establishment of the Des Moines Officer Training Camp caused a great number of Omega loyal sons to report to service in the Great War, including 2 of Omega's founders, Edgar Amos Love and Frank Coleman, in 1918. DeWitt Ford resigned as Grand Keeper of Records, departing for France with the Expeditionary Forces, leaving Raymond George Robinson to rise to fill this vacancy, forever changing the trajectory of Omega. With roughly 25 active brothers remaining stateside, he commended that enough brave men remained in America to build a greater Omega. He began rebuilding chapters and pledged the top college men training at Camp Howard, like Virginia Union's valedictorian, Victor Smith, the first black chemical engineer. When the Grand Conclave met at the end of 1918, Lloyd Newman declined nomination for Grand Basileus in deference to Robinson for his brilliant work at such a critical period. Robinson continued his great work traveling the country at his own expense. He activated Delta Chapter at Fisk with men like J. Austin Atkins and Charles A. Chandler. Returning north, he would awaken all New England, initiating Gamma scholars like Sterling Brown. And with the return of Walter Stanley from balanced service in India and Africa, he expanded Omega to New York with Epsilon Chapter. He returned south and planted a banner of Omega at Zeta Chapter in Virginia and Eta Chapter in Atlanta. That same year, he would orchestrate the first big convention with an opulent public meeting attended by over 10,000 spectators.